Alright, I am back. Sino is here. Okay, let's just jump into Sino's review right away then. Let me grab the code. Uh, change port code. Sino. What's the full name of his account? Hold on.
Traveling to Eichenwalde.
Sino X6. There you go.
Defend objective A.
Playing Echo. Oh, did just started by the way. Okay.
Defend
Love this position.
objective A.
Sino's master, by the way, right? Yeah, let's drop it up. Love this position. Really good. You spam behind them. This is fine. Do damage, spam is fine. Helping break the range shield is good. Try to stick it again is fine. Playing around the pillar is the best idea here. This is fine. They're just kind of rusher team, so this is very unlucky. Again, this is really bad, by the way. I really dislike Sigma Hawk right now. It's a very big, heavy comp, and you guys are basically running spam. There is no reason for you guys not to play Orisa here. Or even Ryan. Ryan can kind of work, Orisa is just better. Snow Key. Okay, he hasn't chat yet, so yeah. I don't know. There is no reason for you guys not to play Orisa Sigma here. With the amount of spam damage you have, it would definitely be the better comp. Also, when they try to rush at you, you really need the Orisa to pull them back. Yeah, you're here. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, this is probably what lost to this fight. Running the Roadhog in the first place. Because the idea, of course, of spam is doing as much damage as possible while the enemy team is rotating. And the Orisa pull really helps, like, give you more time to do damage. Or maybe get a straggler and kill them. But what you guys are basically doing is like, I'm just gonna play Sigma Hawk for some reason. It used to be pretty good, but right now it's not. Our teams had a lot of success with spam and close chokes. It didn't work out yesterday. Narrow chokes. It's not spam. I do think spam is the right comp here, by the way. I think Roadhog is the problem. I think you should be playing Orisa. So yeah, I would also be playing spam here. I would be playing basically this, but maybe with Ash. Because again, if they, or maybe with McCree or something like that. Because again, if they come with an Echo, it can be very difficult to contest the Echo. But other than that, yeah, I will be playing Orisa Sigma, spam the choke. When they try to rotate, you just pull them back and kill them. That's what I mean. I like this. I like this. This is fine. This is the problem. Because right now you have no way of stopping them from just speeding on top of you. Which is what the Orisa pull is really good for, right? Because if they just run, you Orisa pull them back and do a ton of damage. Normally we run Torm instead of Chang. Kiri want to Chang. This is fine. Like, I don't think this is the problem. If anything, you can always contest Echo with Echo. It's not ideal because, you know, 1 against 1, or maybe they go Echo Mercy and they overpower your Echo. But overall, I don't think this is the problem. I think this is the problem because right now you have literally nothing to stop them from just walking into you. Let's go back at Sino. Back 10 seconds. Spamming is fine. Spamming is fine. Staying up in the air is good. We drop on the payload for healing. Get the mini. That's good. We try to sticky the Tracer. Probably not the best idea. Very difficult, but I think you were just kind of trying to kill her. Oh, I just noticed, by the way. Yeah, they did just run onto us and kill us because, honestly, compositions. The problem is definitely I'm feeling for the other team. Yeah, I noticed as much. But yeah, the problem is probably Sigma Rothog. Sigma Rothog can work on some maps, mostly like Havana first, but it's not good for every map. We take high ground and we spam. I like it. We just spam. This is fine. Again, we're just waiting and spamming. It's fine. I don't have anything against waiting, by the way. A lot of people are like, always be doing something now. You're fine with waiting a couple seconds. Spamming the McCree. You could be rotating here to the high ground, here, over here. Try to get a different angle than your Sigma. Just again to have a different angle, but they're rotating to Castle. You go for the Moira. I like this. I really like the drop. You have to be careful, but yeah, the entire team is doing the rotation. So this is actually really good. Treasure comes for you. Which is fine. Oh, that's a problem. Beam, beam, beam. He's so low, just beam. Agree drops, you can probably kill him. That's good stickies, you just kill him. Good job. Overall, really good job. Not only did you do damage from behind them, you actually distracted two of them, like Tracer and McCree. So that's really valuable on your part. You did a lot there. This is a problem though, like you didn't manage to get away from the Rhine. Like here, you kill McCree, and then there's a Rhine behind you, and you just jump into the Rhine. By the way, why do you guys keep jumping? Stop jumping so much. The Rhine dies anyway. Maybe they can rest you? Yeah, they can rest you. You didn't have fly? Yeah, but also have it, yeah. I like this. Spamming at the choke is fine. Great stickies. Not a kill, but damage. Mercy in the Rhine? Yeah, you can do that. But Mercy is actually pretty good because at the very least she forces Rhine to... Okay, let's go back a little bit. So let's do it like this. If your Sigma is shooting from this location, right? And the Rhine is shielding this way, Mercy being behind him and shooting him is actually pretty useful. Because the Rhine has to either turn on the Mercy or die to the Mercy or die to the Sigma. So that's actually valuable. Pretty solid. Don't do it always, but when it's like that, you can definitely do it to help kill the Rhine faster. Again, spamming is good. This is good. You are getting a lot of value here. We should be preparing for... Again, I think I want to say is that if you were playing Orisa, your team would be holding for a lot longer. So you would be getting even more time to get more cooldown rotations in there. If we were playing ball instead, when your ball goes in, you basically get a free kill on whatever the ball goes in. If it goes into McCree, for example, pile drive on McCree, you swap beam, stickies, beam instead. Whereas Roadhog, you cannot really synergize with Roadhog. If you were playing Orisa Sigma, then again, you just get more stickies, you just get more rotations, you just get more damage out. This is fine. What are you gonna copy here? Is the next question. Like I would definitely just go above them, Rhine, charge, do as much damage as I can. Then shatter whoever is left. That's a good pick. Agree on the high ground, you can kill him, he dropped, it's fine. Roadhog on the flank, like weird. Still winnable though. Like I would definitely go for the Rhine in this copy. That's a great res. You could be Zarya instead. Which is good if you know how to play Zarya. Okay, great job. We get beat out. I do really like Zarya, but you have to make sure you go very aggro because again, you really want to charge grab. So I know a lot of people that will just copy and play defensive. And you can't really do that, especially not with Zarya. But I do really like this. You are doing a lot of work here. We also put trans. We are not gonna get a second grab, but that's fine. Now you go out. Oh, unlucky. I don't know how we didn't win that actually. I want to look at it from third person perspective. So they shatter, right? This is fine. Hanyun on the back line. We get rid of the Hanyun. We copy here. Grab. Good grab. We even trans. So we should be going at this very aggro, but Roto is going away. So this is really bad, by the way. Do not do this. We are going aggro right now. You have to be aggro with the team. Yeah, you just waited in the grab. Unlucky. We also use trans to heal, so that's just... I think that's just uncoordination. Like we went dagger with the grab, we went the trance, and the Roto went defensive. It's not the only reason, but it's probably the main reason. Like who else is not here? You are only coming back, right? So we are missing basically the damage of 3 people because trance. So we only have 2 people doing damage. Mercy doesn't do damage, and that's why we kill no one on the grab. You get killed in the air. This is still a winnable fight. We use High Noon and Flags. Never mind, probably not. Maybe? We're coming back here.
Damage systems increase.
Yeah, we will fight. Fly and clean up, fly and clean up. I get that you may be scared of flying because of McCree, but when you have full health, he has to 2 or 3 tap you, right? So if you fly, you got the Mercy with you, you can go aggro, you can take the bridge, yep, like this. A second too late, you could have probably killed the McCree, but it's still fine. They're rotating. Please tell me that you told your team they're going through castle. If you didn't, you should tell your team they're going through castle. Looks like your team knows, so yeah. Weird stickies. Overall, I think your play is pretty solid. I think the biggest thing is that you should be hard flanking a little more every now and then. Remember, Echo basically plays like Tracer. The problem is that we don't have anything to combo with. So you're basically like just trying to get as much value as you can. Right now it's working though. You're still getting value. We're playing the high ground, we drop behind them, I like this, hard flank. We don't commit to the hard flank, but we do throw the stickies at least. Good stickies. You should have pushed that. Like, okay, let's go back a little bit. Were you not sure you could kill him? If you're going with the beam, you can probably kill him, right? Even if you die, if you trade your life for someone, that's good. They don't have a mercy, and your spawn is a lot closer to that spawn. So trading on defense is usually good because your spawn is closer. At the very least when the payload is getting to the end, right? So yeah, I would have been like, yeah, go in and trade. Maybe you can even go down, but I would have definitely gone for the trade. Good stickies, we use trance, we don't need to use any more ults. Kill Karsu, okay. He blinks, recalls, it's fine. You go for the mega, great kill. I'm still waiting for Mir to say hi back. Ah yeah, you just left hanging, it's fine. Moira, that Moira coalesces for no reason. She should be dead. Nice. That's fair though, you've had pretty good play. I think that your copy didn't get a lot of value, but that's not because of you, that's because Roto wasn't there and we used trans as well, so we lost a lot of damage for that grab. On first point, and not a lot you could do, they just ran at your tanks. I think this is the problem right now. Still. But that usually affects team performance overall. Like a bad comp. Because the way Echo is played right now, right? The way people play Echo is you go in with ball, you get either Tracer or Echo or both to clean up after the ball has taken as many cooldowns as possible. Or usually people are also playing Zarya Monkey with the same idea instead of Sigma ball. Monkey goes in, takes all of the cooldowns, does a little damage. Then you come in and Tracer maybe comes in and cleans up on the enemies and gets out because you can just come in and get out. And you cannot do this right now. You're basically playing like a worse Hanzo. Because you are spamming from a long range and taking an off angle every now and then. But we are not committing to hard flanks because we are afraid to die. Like here you could have killed the McCree and you would probably have died, maybe have died. Probably at least like a 60% chance of dying. But you're not committing to hard flanks. And we are just spamming from distance. So you're basically playing like a slightly worse Hanzo. Even though Echo is still really good. Great kill, by the way. That's what you do. You just see a low target, you dive on them, and you kill them. And it's usually easier to see low targets when you have an Orisa to pull people into stickies, right? Pulling into stickies is OPAF, or just a ball. Are you trying to spawn camp whoever's spawning? You did get a couple. You are not gonna kill, so I don't think it was necessary. You already have copy. But I like the idea. It would have been pretty goddamn funny. Again, who would we go for? I would go for Rhine. Getting the Rhine tool is very easy, and imagine just dropping a Rhine in the middle of the enemy team, then you swing, shatter everything from behind you, their own Rhine.
Damage systems increased.
Great stickies. Your stickies are pretty good. The reason I would not go Zarya is because I honestly think we are better off with Rhine. Like, Rhine is really good copy target. He actually does, like, because you can go so aggro, and because you can be, like, on top of them, you don't have to close the distance with Rhine, right? You can just swing. You can literally just, when you copy in the air, you 5-strike down to get someone. You swing, you have shatter, you shatter behind the Rhine. Because the idea is, you can just drop behind the Reinhardt. Your team can push on the Rhine at the same time, and the Rhine cannot turn around and shoot at you because the enemy team is pushing at him. Then you just swing, shatter behind the Rhine. It's really good. Zarya is also pretty good. The problem with Zarya is that she gets value a lot slower, right? You have to use both bubbles, you have to charge, you have to grab as well, and then you have to focus damage on the charge, on the grab. So Zarya is a really good choice as well, but you have to be careful because Zarya is she plays slower, right? With Rhine, you can either just drop in the middle of the enemy team and kill everything, basically. And again, the biggest problem with playing Rhine is closing the distance, right? The problem, the reason Rhine isn't quote unquote meta, even though he's been buffed recently, is that he still has the problem of getting close to people. When he's close, he's really good, right? When you have a Rhine on your face, he's really good. But during rotations, he just takes a lot of damage and uses a lot of resources, and that's why he's not played in very open maps, because just angles and a lot of damage. On the other hand, if you just appear as a Reinhardt in the middle of the enemy team, you can be like, yeah, Reinhardt, free value. So I personally like Reinhardt more. If you're a better Zarya player, and you really think you can pop off with Zarya, I'll be like, okay, yeah, you can play Zarya. Or if your team is like, yeah, go Zarya so we can Zarya full hog, I'll be like, okay, yeah, go Zarya. If the plan is to Zarya, go Zarya. But I personally think Rhine's generally more value. Great kill. I won this fight already without even using copy, by the way. We stick it right. We don't chase too far. This is fine. Again, we have copy, so what you're doing is you're giving the supports free all charge. You are not gonna kill the Rhine, of course. You're not gonna kill anyone here, and because you already have copy, you are not getting all charge, right? All you're doing is giving their supports all charge here. And again, you are not gonna kill it. Like, even the stickies don't kill anymore. The stickies do 185 damage, I believe. So you are just giving their supports free all charge at that point. Same here. Like, who are you gonna kill? You do damage. Like, look at this. You do a little damage, but you're not gonna kill anyone. And now their supports are gonna have more all charge. Spamming when the fight actually happens is fine because, well, now it actually takes their attention and the resources to heal, right? So now it's good, but when they have no threat on them, that's no point. Like, now if you're sticking someone, they have a risk of dying. You can just drop, beam, and get out. You feed the supports a lot, which is a habit. You can work on that. Let's call that one of the things you can work on. Because again, I do think you could be doing a little bit better. I don't think you could be doing a lot better. You guys are winning fights and you still have Hog, so you're not really coordinating anything with your team. But too long don't read. You're doing pretty good overall. Stick is on Diana, she's low, you beam, she gets protected. This is fine, you land on the high ground, this is good. That was way too close for comfort, Wolf. Just dash in the air and copy someone. They're gonna back up us, guys. Just drop and copy. Drop. Okay.
Circuits engage. Seconds remaining.
Okay, you contest. You managed to contest. That's good. We almost C9. We almost C9, which is hilarious, but we trash, which is fine. You can counter grab, it's also fine. They beat, it's overtime. You can probably win this. Kill the Rhine, that's good. Beam the Zarya. Yep, just beam. Nice. She gets anti, which is unlucky. As soon as they get over half health, you can interrupt your beam, by the way. So as soon as the nail lands, I would be like, yeah, cancel this, do damage with the left click. Yeah, you do it a second later, which is fine. Karsu stalling the best he can. Karsu stalling for a long time. Missed a couple shots. That's so bad. That's so unlucky. Karsu, by the way, Karsu here stalls for way longer than he should have. He goes out, somehow he's still alive. Then he dies. Missed a couple shots on the soldier, then we die to the rocket. Or just 2 shots. And then we lose the fight. We should have definitely have won that fight. That's so unfortunate. Who's still contesting? Oh, no one. Kerb was, but
System reboot complete.
if we are going to stay on Tracer, we 100% play ball. By the way, third point is actually probably the best one out of the 3 for Roadhog, because there's only one way. You can only play this way, so you can actually put pressure on them. So you can play Roadhog on third point. And ball is not as good on third point as well, because it's so straightforward. It's very difficult to get. Like, you're gonna roll through them and then roll out, but roll through them, the enemies can still see you. It's not that good. Great hook. But yeah, on third point, I would not play ball. We go Roadhog Zarya, which is very weird, not just kinda weird. We go McCree as well. I guess they did fully commit to dive to get your point back. They recap. To get back, they went full dive, but they should be swapping next fight, or even now, I will be going back. McCree, if you have the time, take the high one. They have no. Apparently, last fight second point looks really goofy. We'll look at it after this. If you have the time to take high ground, I guess you can just take it, is what they're saying. Right click the ball is the right call, then just roll. And right click. You swap into Ryan after Hog. Okay, I see. That's probably the right call, honestly. Doesn't kill Karsu, of course. Just clearly a preference. It's like, you can go away, Karsu. I'll let you leave. Clearly. But yeah, you should be first contesting the flag and then taking the high ground. We go for the flank. We don't see anyone. Now we see him. We don't forgive Karsu. We take the angle. I would have gone to the high ground, but your team is holding very far forward, so this is fine. We have stun for when the ball tries to engage. Again, remember this. The reason, by the way, this is way too early. The reason Zarya is good with ball is that the ball can pile drive and get bubbled. So you should not stand as he pile drives unless they are fucking it up like this. You should wait for a second until he rolls. You got the whole squad set after me. Unlucky. But yeah, they are fucking up their bubbles. This bubble is way too early for them. They should start pile drive and then bubble. You missed the stun in that case, that's unlucky. We trans, that's good. Oh, we dead. Great anti from their side. We have one more fight. Do you go Tracer? You should go Tracer. Or Doomfist. If you like Doomfist, you can go Doomfist as well. Don't stay on Makritha. Karsu got revenge blow. Unlucky he got beat. You can play both. Yeah, Tracer or Doomfist are better because they have peak potential first, right? Both Tracer and Doomfist have really good peak potential, so you can go in and try to get kills. They have good mobility, which means that you can come back fast. And they are very annoying. They are difficult to kill. So both Tracer and Doomfist are really good at stalling because of those reasons. And McCree, on the other hand, is basically just very slow. He can do damage and he can maybe stand right click someone and put pressure on people. But the problem is that you've got no mobility and you got no survivability. You are not annoying to kill. Like if you have no stand, then they just come and kill you, right? Whereas with Doomfist, you just punch into the point, go around. Tracer has recall. So yeah. And we walk into the mines, which is silly. But we had to try to dash, but still. Okay, let's look at the attack.
Ready for 5, 4, 3, 2.
Ooh, I like this. So we are doing the, I assume, Rhine. We added time for some reason. Yeah, there we go. That's a big fire strike from them. Did no one call that the run was fire striking? Look at the alt charge. Okay, so we're gonna speed here, I assume. By the way, the way you play this is you put the Mei wall here. And then you can rotate freely. That's why you play Mei. And to be honest, they don't have spam, so you don't 100% need it. I was there, didn't hear Vine call. Okay, yeah. You don't 100% need it because they don't have spam, but it's still a good idea. You just put the wall, wait here for 3 seconds to get cooldown back, then you go forward. That's of course not on you, that's on Curve, who's playing the Mei. This is good. Good wall. We are not going on people. Don't do this. Don't do this. Focus the tanks. Yep. Forget the soldier. Forget the soldier. I'll be honest. When you're playing Brawl with Reaper, you have to go with your tanks. Because you are basically a lot of the damage in this team. Forget the soldier. The way you deal with a flanker is you run their team over and then go for the flanker. What we should be doing here is just Lucio speed onto them and kill them. That's it. Yeah, that's one. If you go duel the soldier, your team basically has no damage because Mei does no damage. The other hero people play on this comp is Sombra, who also has very little damage, right? So you basically are the entire damage of your team comp. You should be playing with your team. You expected Sino to be with tanks? He should have been with tanks, yes, for sure. He still kills you, which is funny, but he should have been with tanks. We get the payload. We are swapping immediately, looks like. It's fine. Brawl is definitely worse for second point than it is for first. They are staying on Brawl though. You just saw an easy kill. Here's the thing. If you kill him, but your tanks die because of it, then it's usually not worth it. In this case, your tank survived, so it's fine. But you usually really want to... the other team's 4-1-3 Apocalypse, call it. But because you really can help your tanks survive and kill their tanks, right? You should be playing with the tanks. You are a tank buster, right? With Reaper. So you play with the tanks and get value. This is Sino. You lost? You as in you, or you as in the team I was playing for, Carson? Because I'm just pointing it out, like, it actually worked out. You killed the soldier and your tank survived. But if the tanks had run away your tanks, you could have lost the fight, even though you killed the soldier. By the way, great pick. Great pick. Sarah without bubble is a really easy target for you to dive. So yeah, that's a really good position. Now we should just win this one. Ball moves off the high ground. Move them off the high ground. Because it's fine. Like most of our team can get up there. Where's our Tracer? Our Tracer is still rotating because she cannot get up there, right? But ideally, you want to put people off the high ground and then pile drive them. We get shuttled? How do we get shuttled? Oh, I guess we just play main and the Ryan drops on us. Yep. Flanker don't play main. I don't think you had dash, unfortunately. But yeah, flanker don't play main. Should still be fine. No, not fine. Last fight we go again. 1 second to fly. Yeah, unlucky. Okay. They are... I assume they're... Please tell me you are swapping. Because I will be upset. Okay. If we have to visor to kill the baby diva, that's a problem. Oh my god. I like how you didn't even notice the tracer until the visor popped into your sight. You were like, oh, cool, no one's here. Why though? Why? If you want to BM, you've got a rocket. You can just rocket her. This is way too much. And then I like how here you are like, okay, let's go back to the high ground. Wait, what's that? You had not noticed her until this popped up on your screen. Yeah, let's go back to Sina. Oh, and she gets rest, of course. Spamming this is fine. Again, if you don't have your ult, I'm fine with spamming for ult charge because Echo's copy is really good. Can you dive Carcer? Can you dive Carcer? He's definitely, yep. I was gonna say he's discorded. That's a great kill. Good kill. That's all I have to say about it. Really good dive. Oh, by the way, this is exactly what I mean when I say that if someone gets pile driven and thrown up in the air, you can literally just clean up the kill very easily. This is why Ball and Echo and Ball and Tracer are really good. Really, really good. Like, let's look at it from above. Great pile drive, and you're like, oh, free kill. If you had a Tracer here, the Tracer would also be like, free kill. Where is the Tracer? Flanking all the way around. Again, remember guys, you have to give Tracer time to set up on this comp. If you're gonna play on this map with Tracer, you need to give her time to set up. Otherwise, just play Ashe, just play Hanzo, play someone with vertical movement that can get to the high ground. If you're gonna play Tracer, give her a couple seconds because Tracer does not have vertical mobility. Everyone else in this composition has vertical mobility except for Zenyatta. But basically, Tracer needs time to rotate, right? She will not be with you immediately, so you have to give her time to actually get there. We still get the kill because, of course, Pile Drive Echo is just free kills. We spam the high ground, we drop for the Harmony, that's good. You sticky the Zarya, that's also good. Try to beam the Lucio, but they get rolled away. I've noticed the dive tank setup before they usually engage. I assume you mean engage. Yeah, they engage before you're ready. That's what I'm pointing out. Like, especially on these maps when they have verticality, Tracer needs a lot more time to set up. Because she has to go all the way around. Coordinating your dives is usually very important. Especially when you have, like, both Tracer should be playing together like 100% of the time. You should not be playing Bolt Tracer if they are not gonna play together and clean up kills. Good job here, doing damage, protecting the rest. Then you go out. Now we copy. Who are we gonna copy? I would love Ryan here. Are you gonna go Ryan or Zarya? They brought it through the high ground, which is kinda weird. No need to copy. No need to copy. I think we got it. It's fine. Beam, beam. You can kill it with the beam. Like I usually say, if you can get a guaranteed kill with the beam, just go for it because it's got a very short cooldown, and you can just beam until the person is dead, interrupt it, and have it back in like 8 seconds, 6 seconds. We kill the Moira. This is fine. Beam again. You can just beam with the Moira down. I don't know why it took you to. I don't know if you. I don't know why it took you so long to decide to use the beam there. But yeah, just clear with the beam. Yeah, also you guys, the team you were playing for definitely hard C9. But
Restoring health systems.
having fun, Mer? Looks like it. So we engage this fight with the copy. Okay, you can engage with copy and mines if you want to as well. Like here, I would be like, if you want to copy for grab mines, I would be okay with it. If you want to copy for grab bomb, I would be okay with it. You just have to make sure you coordinate with your team, right?
Damage systems increase. Executing
We lose the sun, so we regroup, I assume. Also, by the way, we should be swapping off of this. Dive is pretty bad for the last map. I assume you guys are just... Because you have so many ults, you're like, okay, let's use our ults. Beam too early. That one was low. I think you stick it someone you thought it was gonna get them low, but they got bubbles, so... Who are we gonna copy? We should be using copy like right about now. Copy, copy, copy. We use mines, they use beat. Copy, copy, copy. It's basically last fight, so... They grab. Beam down this area, great job. You are chopping off after using ults. Yeah, that's what I call.
Adjusting angle of attack.
Please don't copy Castle. You don't think you need it? You don't really need it, which is fine. But I would rather use it and make sure we win the fight than not use it and have a chance of losing. Because it's basically last fight. It is basically last fight. Do you copy Castle? Please don't copy Castle. Like, this run is prime for the copying. Copy the Rhine, kill everything with a shatter. You go Rhine, yep. Go aggro, by the way. You have to go aggro. Aggro. Not aggro enough. Like your shield, I want to point out. You shielding for a second here ghosted your shatter. Like, this is good, right? You 5 strike when you come down. Because it will be up. You 5 strike when you come down. This shield is costing you ult charge. And you really want to go aggressive when you have copy. Then we 5 strike, so we have missed about 2 seconds. 1 falling, 1 for 5 strike. And in these 2 seconds could have been 2 swings, and we have shatter already. So always 5 strike when you are falling. Like when you are in the air, just aim at something and 5 strike. Because it will be like 35% ult charge for every single person you hit. Then you get 1 swing. You get a second swing. But then you basically lose it as soon as you're getting shatter. You miss that swing, which is unlucky. Then you get called down. You don't get shatter off. So yeah, again, one more time, just in case. When you copy right, you 5 strike down, try to get at least 1 person. More is ideal. But then you get on the ground, you swing, and you already have shatter. That's how fast it goes. That's how fast it goes. Here it comes.
Much better.
We go Ryan's area. Oh, I guess we have mine, so we don't go Ryan's area. Oh, curve. Oh, curve. Yep, curve gets high. He gets hard stagger, huh? You guys just fuck him up real good. The lesson there is don't poke too early. He just gave himself too early. Hashtag O-curve. He didn't have to reveal himself. So, you know, just hide on the stairs till you're ready to go. We have Jungward now.
Boosting up.
This is fine. This is spamming. Again, I would really like it if you were taking a more aggressive angle. You can even take the chandelier. The famous shock place. But yeah, I would like it if you were taking a more aggressive angle. Yeah. You have Mercy, so yeah, this is good. You drop into trance, we have mice, ball behind us, you can beam, 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 beam. Again, if you can beam and guarantee a kill, always beam and guarantee a kill. Because it's definitely worth it. The cooldown is actually pretty short on it, like. It's only 8 seconds. It's definitely worth it to guarantee the kill.
That was a learning experience.
Are we gonna swap? Okay, I'm glad because again, copy is really good. Also, why do they have a ball still? Oh, I know why. They want to try to engage on a Zenyatta. The problem is that they have no way of actually doing that. Because Bo doesn't have any high ground to take, the only rotation he can do is this. And this doesn't enable pile drive or anything. Same with the Tracer. It's not great point. This is what I mean when I say that it's not great for diving at this point. Because people usually play around this corner. So if you want to actually take a flank, you have to go like all the way around this. It's just really bad. Hello, Castle.
Taking off.
Oh, you're looking for the Tracer. You know she's somewhere in there. Good stickies. We have copy now. Can see, like, you have to pile down on top of them, and it's not very valuable because they are not isolated from anyone. It's also very hard to just blink past the entire team for Tracer. We do lose the fight, but not because of the pile. Our front line just kinda died. Lost. No, this is a lost fight. This is a lost fight. Do not do this. As soon as we lost the Rhine and the Jungward, I would have been like lost fight. Lost fight, yeah. Read, you're pretty good. Your copies have been maybe the worst part of your play kit, which is a shame because copies are great ult. But mostly, I will say, if you guys are playing a little bit more coordinated, especially when you're playing like dive comps, you can definitely get a lot more value out of the Echo. By the way, if you want to swap, Hanzo is actually really good with Rhine Zarya right now. Usually the composition people are running is, for Brawl, of course you run Rhine Zarya, Lucio, then either Moira or Baptiste, and you run either Kree Hanzo. No, you only run Kree Hanzo. You can run Sombra Reaper as well. But if you're going to run Sombra Reaper, I'd recommend you go Monkey Diva Pro. But then run Zarya. And Lucio, Moira for sure with this one. So these are the Brawl comps that people are running right now. The call was to swap Kree here, that's fine. I think Kree is also fine. I would have gone Hanzo because your Hanzo is cracked. Like I saw your Hanzo the other day against Hellstorm. That was pretty cracked. But I get it. You want McCree because they have these two. By the way, what you usually want to do is you go either Lucio or Moira, or if the backline is having a problem, you just go Brigitte. But I think McCree is the right call here as well. One more fight. We have to engage early with Tyre. Good stand, good right click. He's dead. Careful with the mines. This is fine. Ryan is clearing them. We can wait 5 seconds. You're more comfortable with McCree over Hanzo? Doesn't feel like it from the other day's claim, but you know what? If you like McCree is also a good pick, yeah. That's what I'm getting at. Macri hands are both good right now. Face behind you. Almost killed him. Recall. Oh, Mr. Headshot killed him anyway. Good job. Again, we had to get value out of Tire, and we did. We have free Shatter now. By the way, shatter the ball. Absolutely shatter the ball when he goes for the pile drive like that. Reload when you're waiting like that. Because, yeah, just reload when you're waiting like that. It's still winnable. We never shattered. You died without shatter. So yeah, the reason I'm like, shatter the ball, you can delete the ball, push the payload, and they have to drop you contest. That was basically last fight. We have one more maybe if someone can touch. The problem is that we don't really have anyone who can touch. I guess the plan is trans to touch. Is that what you guys are gonna do? And then you have a flankiata? Are we gonna trans to touch? Are we gonna touch? Someone has to touch. 4 seconds to touch basically? Please. 2, 1, trans. Do we not touch? Do you guys C9 that? Did it end early or did you guys C9 that? I know sometimes it ends early.
10 seconds remaining.
Did it end early or did you guys C9? You touch. Okay, I was very worried. Yeah, Scream Dogs usually cut you like 20 seconds early for some reason. But yeah, I was very concerned. You trans, touch, and drew. Okay. We won the fight. Yeah, I was very worried for a second. I was like, did we not touch? But yeah, good job. Okay, so Julian don't read definitely on Echo. I think the biggest thing you can probably work on is, I will say, coordination. The problem is that right now you have, on the first point, you have no one to coordinate with. That's the problem. So that's more of a team thing. Then ult value. Like, hold on, let's go back to practice range. I do hate how the bots do cut us short.
Changing position.
Get a Reinhardt over here. Charge the copy.
Gunning them down.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Saving replay for later analysis.
Double.
You have to
So
let
this is what I mean. You go up, right? You get on top of the Rhine, you copy, you aim, fast track on the way down. See how it's 45% charge, then swing one, swing twice, you got shatter, you swing one again. Love the ping. Yeah, I'm on NA servers right now. So I usually get between like 120 and 200, depending on the day and if it's East or West Coast. So somewhere around there. But yeah, basically you... Hold on. Let me show something else.
clearing the way.
Of course, like here we go. Kill. Another thing is that, of course, I'm only getting one person with 5 strike here, and it's 45% all charge. If you get more than one person with 5 strike, it's already guaranteed shatter, basically. So what you do is you basically just 5 strike into the team, and you already have shatter when you land. That's why Ryan likes so much, because you charge shatter so fast, and you can fall behind the enemy Ryan. So it's like a free shatter, basically.
Focus with me.
So that's why I like copying Ryan so much.
Situation is under control.
Let's do it one more time, and then I'll take a short break and do the last one. Quote unquote last one. I think we'll have time for Karsus, if he already sent you one.
Finishing them off.
Alright,
Moving up.
so again, Ryan,
Circuits engaged.
5 strike, swing, shatter. And that's how fast it goes. That's why I like going Ryan. Right. Let's take a short break, and I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. No, Carson, I have one more before you. Alright, be right back.